The paths we're following are slow going, so you might as well keep your ears open and listen to what old Jed has to say. A few decades back, folks in the NCR started to hear about a community in northern Utah called New Canaan. Didn't know much about them, except that they were religious folks, sent out missionaries to talk to the tribes. We've seen our share of cults, but the New Canaanites, they were honest traders. Good fighters, too. Raiders wouldn't tangle with them. But then, the Legion appeared in Arizona. I reckon you know all about them. Turns out Caesar's first war chief, the Malpace Legate, was a New Canaanite, Joshua Graham. Legend goes that Graham was the meanest, toughest son of a bitch in the whole damn Legion. The New Canaanites wouldn't talk about him. They were ashamed. Guess I can't blame them. Well, at Hoover Dam, the Malpace Legate finally met his match. Hanlon and Oliver kicked his New Canaanite butt right back over the river. Caesar had to make an example for the others, to show them that even at the highest level, failure wouldn't be tolerated. He had Graham covered in pitch, lit on fire, and thrown into the Grand Canyon. People say he didn't even scream on the way down. Not long after, some of the slaves and tribals started to talk. Said Graham wasn't dead. Shouldn't have been any surprise. All this talk bothered Caesar, so he forbade anyone from speaking his name. Wanted to erase Joshua Graham from history. He got his wish. Joshua Graham disappeared, and in his place came legends of the burned man walking the wastes. Probably just a tribal ghost story. But New Canaan's been silent for a long time. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe the Malpace Legate is dead. Or maybe Joshua Graham did crawl out of that canyon and finally found his way back home. All right, people. Been a long couple of weeks, but here we are, Zion. I know your feet hurt. I know you're tired. But I need everyone's mind on the trail ahead.
Ain't the trail ahead worries me, Jed. Those descents we made through that slot canyon back up there. Ain't no way we're getting back out the way we come. And then what?
God damn it, Stella heard you the first time. And the 15th, too.
Damn it, Stella.
The New Canaanites
Shut up.
go away. And if they don't, we've got the maps on our friend's Pip-Boy over there. Enough lollygagging. Get moving. And keep an eye out for tribals.
Sorry to bother you with reality, old Jed. Who cares if we can't get back out the way we come?
I'm busy.
That's not a problem. Leave me be. Busy.
You know what?
Hold on now. Could swear I heard something up ahead.
You heard something, Jed.
God damn it! Ambush! Cover people! Watch yourselves!
I don't deserve this.
Dude had a submachine gun and an axe. No grenades.
Stella! No.
Stella!
Die on me, woman.
Damn, he killed everyone. That's alright. Oh, your stuff will be good with me. It's stuck tomahawk. Were they supposed to die? Wait, Jed died too? Damn. What am I gonna do now, Jed, without you? Oh well. On my own. That's how I'm used to. Who? He killed him. He's killing his own guy.
Hoi, white legs don't leave survivors often. You're some kind of lucky, let me tell you. You came from outside, didn't you? From the civilized lands.
You're lucky.
Wow. Joshua will want to hear about this. Joshua Graham. He leads our tribe. Thanks to him, the dead horses are strong and safe from our enemies. He'll want to talk to anyone coming up from Southways. Guess that means just you now. Come, I can take you to him. Good sists. We head east then. Joshua is at our tribe's camp in the Eastern Virgin.
Follows chalk. Where'd he go?
Hold up. See that log over there? Take a closer look. There might be some good stuff tucked in there.
Mole rat meat? Come on, man. Where'd you go?
We follow this path for a while. Nice view of the river. Eh. Freeze! Don't move us. Why? Whew. That was some kind of lucky. Guess that one was all full of gecko, eh? Don't get used to it, though. Yaoguai are plenty mean as a rule. You can take the path north here if you want, or head east over the ridge. There's a nice view from the top of that cliff, if you want to look.
I'm gonna go where the Yaoguai is. There's one right there. I'm making so much XP. A lot of XP for a Yaoguai. We gotta get down there, man. We're worried about the view. Down.
Follow the old road south. Nearly there.
Crash skeletons. The spine. Alright, we're going that way anyway. Where'd he go? Chalk white. White chalk. What's your name?
Whoa! Here we go!
What the hell is that? Oh, over there.
I thought we were going to the Dead Horses camp.
We are, man. Settle down.
You see the dead sentries? Shot. Got him!
Oh. What the hell?
That's that then. See those handprints? Dead horses and sorrows mark them on taboo places. Places from back when. Good thing for you, I don't buy into that stuff. These paintings show the Dead Horses' victories against other tribes. Lots more of them since Joshua came to us. Nearly there now. Watch out for traps in the water. Got to keep the white legs out somehow, eh?
Eh. I know, right? I want to. Like, how pale are their legs? Do they wear pants all the time so they see no sun? It's like my legs. I could be a member of the White Legs. I would be accepted right away. They would be like, look at you, no sun you see. I'm not gonna go into any of the side shit yet because I have a feeling they're gonna send me places. I forget how this thing goes.
Here we are.
The White Legs.
Joshua's just ahead there, in the Angel Cave.
Good.
Look at this guy. He's doing push-ups. Yeah.
Good.
JP, so when are you starting? When are you starting your maniacal 48-hour? What time tomorrow do you start? Are you going to start early? Uh-oh, this guy's running up. What's up? Oh, you just ran up just to do some push-ups. You're goddamn maniacs. I appreciate that. Salve. What's up, Emerson? What's happening?
Hoi. Auslander Zuka Joshua Graham. You know our tongue. Smart, Auslander. Joshua in high place of cave. You show respect, Utman. Joshua is greatest warrior. You show him no respect. He show you thunder and fire.
You be starting right around 10 a.m. Central? Yeah. Nice, because I'll be working. And then I could tune in and do my usual work lurk. Lurk. Whatever you want to call it.
Ha ha. Funny, Auslander. Maybe soon dead, Auslander.
Watch your mouth. Lurk, work, and twerk. I'll be doing a twerk too. You just won't say it. That's why when you gotta do your stretches after lunch, I get up and twerk. What I do. Joshua Graham, the man, the myth, the legend, the burned man. Like, don't say that. Don't call him that. I want to call him that. There he is. There he is.
We should have given you a better welcome on your first visit to Zion. But from what I hear, the Whitelegs beat us to it. Whitelegs seem to be the only visitors we have these days, and I wouldn't have expected anyone from the Mojave to come looking for us. And you're a courier, no less. Not the one I was expecting, but I suppose he wouldn't have come with a caravan. I don't know if you were close to the other members of your group, but you have my sympathy. I pray for the safety of all good people who come to Zion, even Gentiles. But we can't expect God to do all the work.
Like, how did you survive that fall in the Grand Canyon? Parachute.
The dead horses are capable scouts. Nothing passes into or out of Zion without my hearing of it. Happy trails. I remember. They were good friends. I have bad news for your employers. New Canaan was destroyed, its citizens scattered. All because of the Whitelegs. And Caesar, of course. The Whitelegs want to join the Legion. Caesar's rite of passage is the destruction of the New Canaanites, almost assuredly because of me. The good news is that we can help you find your way back. Daniel, one of the other New Canaanites, has made many maps of the region. The bad news is that we can't help you right now, not with everything that's going on. You're a good neighbor to us. We all go through periods of darkness. In such times, we can turn to the Lord, but it's good to have friends. Daniel and I need pre-war tools to help us navigate beyond Zion. Should we need to evacuate, these instruments will be vital to us. Normally, we would have some of the dead horses or sorrows look for them, but many pre-war buildings in the valley are taboo. They won't go inside. We are responsible for leading and protecting the sorrows and dead horses. They are smart people, but not as worldly as you or I. I am preparing the dead horses for war, and Daniel is preparing the sorrows for other things.
Other things.
Thank you. Follow Chalk can help you find your way around the valley. He's inexperienced, but he knows enough of our language to ignore the taboos about pre-war buildings.
Follows Chalk is the local graffiti artist of the tribe. He's the one who does all the tags outside on the caves.
What can I tell you? Mostly it's the mountain bighorners. Whole herd of them up on the cliffs there. Usually they're not too aggressive, but lately, whew. My guess is one of the calves got lost somewhere along the way. Bighorners are communal. One missing calf, and the whole herd gets ornery. If that calf doesn't turn up soon, they might very well come down into the valley and attack the camp. Yeah? Hey, thanks. Most of the hunters don't listen when I tell them the problem. Just one thing. Try not to kill any bighorners if you can, yeah? You'll drive the herd off and we'll have to range farther on our hunts. You might try luring the baby out with some banana yucca. These bighorners go crazy for the stuff. That's great.
What you got in here, Joshua?
Bet they don't have anything as nasty as Yao Guai out where you come from, huh?
No. We got death claws. We got death claws, homie.
Welcome back. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to get a better look at how many guns you got to maintenance.
Caesar would never admit this openly, but he knows that I'm alive. I've killed enough of his Frumentari and assassins that have come looking. I've heard one of them travels the Mojave as a courier. Most of Caesar's agents meet a fitting end in NCR territory, but maybe this one survived.
Great God, what are you talking about, man?
I am a New Canaanite. We believe we are the heirs of a spiritual tradition given to our ancestors thousands of years ago. We have made and kept covenants with our Lord God to honor his laws. In exchange, we are promised eternal salvation after this life. A day will come when our Lord returns to judge us all. Until then, we must honor his laws and start others along the path of salvation if we can. That's why we trade with others and work the tribes. We have more than food and medicine to offer. Good news is our most valuable commodity.
Okay. Do you ever accidentally drop one of those weapons while flipping them and take out a tribal member?
In a world filled with misery and uncertainty, it is a great comfort to know that, in the end, there is light in the darkness.
It fit!
Every day we move closer to our judgment. We must do our best to walk in the footsteps of our Lord and teach others how to do the same. For many of us, the road is a difficult one, but the path is always there for us to follow, no matter how many times we may fall.
I wanted to see if the dialogue was going to fit up with that question, and it did. It could have worked perfectly. How many die? How many have you killed while flipping your weapons, while maintenance them, Joshua?
Every day. Some days are harder than others.
Got a lot of pieces there, pal.
In the Great Basin and Colorado Plateau, all tribes are known for a specific weapon. Whitelegs are known for their big submachine guns, storm drums. They broke into an armory near Spanish Fork and have been using them for years. Of course, the dead horses have their wooden war clubs, and even the Sorrows have their Yao Guai gauntlets. This type of .45 automatic pistol was designed by one of my tribe almost 400 years ago. Learning its use is a New Canaanite rite of passage.
I say 3 for 3 right there.
I wouldn't say that.
What?
I am the acting war chief for the dead horses. They look up to me for such matters, but I only have the authority they give me. Daniel is the spiritual leader and main link of the New Canaanites to the Sorrows. He's up in the Narrows right now. A great deal. There are 3, make that 4, tribes here in Zion. You've already met the Whitelegs on the way in. In this camp, you'll find dead horses. In the Narrows, the Sorrows. And finally, there's Daniel and myself. We're New Canaanites. They attack everyone who isn't a Whiteleg, especially caravans. They don't know how to survive on their own, so they have to raid. But as for why they are here, they are trying to wipe us out. All of us. They want to join Caesar's legion, and they can only prove their worth by destroying the New Canaanites and everyone we shelter. Most don't. It's been hundreds of years since the war. They've developed their own languages. Take the dead horses. We think they were originally refugees from a place called Rez, east of the Grand Canyon. They speak a combination of Rez and a language spoken by travelers who were visiting Rez when the bombs fell. Over time, 2 languages blended. I was a translator years ago, but it's hard to keep up with all of the tribal variations. The valley belongs to God, but no. The dead horses live at Dead Horse Point, up the Colorado River. They came here because I asked them to. Before I returned to the fold, I visited them years earlier. I looked much different then, but I left an impression on them. I taught them how to hunt more efficiently, how to maintain their weapons and pre-war equipment. When I returned, they showed their appreciation.
How to flip 45s while not looking.
The Sorrows have many skilled hunters among them, but no warriors. They have not had to deal with war or raiders for decades. Even though they can hunt a full-grown Yaoguai, they don't know how to deal with the Whitelegs. That's why we're here. We wear more clothing than them and understand more about technology. But we're still a tribe, a linked family of families. The Boneyard, Phoenix, New Vegas, they're just places, metal and stone. New Canaan dies, but the tribe lives on.
There's only 2 of them?
When the walls come tumbling
tribe.
down, and you lose everything you have, you always have family. And your family always has tribe.
Huh, you got a point. You got a point. You made a point there.
Right now, I'd like you to focus on helping Daniel.
What we got here? You hear that? Search the ruins. Crashed scout bus. I was right near there. Search design fishing ledge for walkie-talkies. Tourist trap. When did he give me all these? Where's the Daniel one? Whatever. I'll just follow this one. Where's White Chalk? Come on. Man, my legs are whiter than you, White Chalk. She's got white legs. And hairy.
Like the shadow of a ghost.
See if this stupid bow works again.
Whoa!
Dude! Give me a chance, will you? Feels like a fan-made DLC.
Whoa! Here we go!
What the... Dude, what's going on here, man? JP, what are they doing to me? This guy keeps taking my shots. He's gonna shoot
Fighting
it.
time!
Come on, I'm gonna test out this freaking bow and arrow.
The spitter plants and the green monster men aren't native to Zion. Wonder where they came from.
I said this dude, he ain't really good, but he's making all his shots. With a firearm. Don't believe what they say about you, White Chalk. There's more to you than meets the eye. Transformers. You're a robot in disguise. Would I cannonball that? The hell is that? Hey! A cherry bomb. Did you ever play any of the DLCs, JP? Just the casino ones? This is the main story? Oh, the casino DLC. Oh, the next one, the Sierra Madre, the Dead Money one. I gotcha. That was that the hard one where you gotta like work with people like to do? Shut up, man. I'm not supposed to kill you. Don't start.
I hear some odd things about the civilized lands outside Zana.
David!
Is there really a giant thunder lizard people live inside?
The one that glitched your entire game? Oh, no shit. Really? That's the one I'm going to be playing next. Oh, no. Don't say that, man. Don't say that. Save often. Story with this, 99%? Need some banana yucca fruit. Where's the banana yucca fruit? Xander root. We need banana yucca fruit. Yeah, this is it right here, isn't it? Yep. Yeah, the DLCs get me a little iffy on Crash Mundos. Come on, eat the banana yucca fruit. Yes. Now follow.
Why do you carry all those bottle caps anyway? They
makes me-
jangle like crazy.
Makes me rich. So. Just not here. Come on. Where's this little thing? Eat the yucca fruit. Eat the food. Eat the food. Tina, you big lard, come get some dinner.
Following.
Oh, really? Yeah, this was the first one they actually, they dropped. Which is tricky because sometimes when you look it up, some people write the order that they want you. Whoa, settle down. They write the order that they think you should play them in. I actually thought Dead Money was the first one. I'm gonna have to look at it now. See, now I'm curious. But I remember playing this one because I remember Joshua Graham. But it's been a long time. Like I haven't played this since like you're saying, 2013. Probably earlier than that was the last time. I played it for 360. The base game and then everything. Then went back and 100%ed it by doing all the different endings. And then that was it. Haven't been to it since.
What can I tell you? Whew! Glad to hear it. That'll be some happy mama, huh? Thank you. Really, it means a lot to me. Best place to look for back when stuff is the taboo places. Sorrows and dead horses don't go in there. And even whitelegs don't like them much. Lots of them around the valley. Places built by the folk from back when. You'll know them when you see them. Scouts mark them with handprints. The handprints are a warning to keep out. Angry ghosts live inside. Not that I believe in angry ghosts.
You believe
They're
them.
just spooky old places. Right? Lots of back when. 3 I know of. A building down by the river called a fishing lodge. The old ranger station in the northwest. And the general store right by it. Closer to home might be something you can salvage from the place where the little ones fell. Just west of the Eastern Virgin. In the river, there's a twisted pile of metal and glass, all full of bones. Joshua says they were scouts, but they looked awful small to me. Lots of that old stuff, how do you say it, electronics. Maybe you could use some of it. Whitelegs, nasty bunch. They've been raiding deeper into Zion ever since New Canaan was wiped out.
Hey, he's a white leg. What's he talking about?
That's the weird part. Normally, the Whitelegs keep to the Great Salt Lake. I don't know what brought them down this far south. Our advanced scouts leave chalk signs to mark places rich with game. I'm not a full scout yet, so I follow the marks and guide the hunters.
There's a local graffiti artist, man. He chalks all the cave markings.
Dead horses mark ourselves to commemorate our hunts. When a hunter takes a great beast, or when a youth goes on his first hunt, he gets a tattoo. We came up in the land of the dead horse, though why the back when folks called it that, I got no hint. We raided, we fought, we lost. Our enemies drove us back into Zion, and we would have died if it hadn't been for Joshua. Joshua and his Caesar.
Uh-oh, Kaiser.
When Joshua first came to us, he was servant to a man he called Caesar.
Abe.
He led his
True to
master's
Caesar.
armies, and we were ready to follow him into war. Then he lost his master's army to a tribe called NCR, the Sunset People. When he returned, he was as you saw him. Burned, broken, but changed. He led us away from Caesar, led us to our own destiny in Zion. If it wasn't for Joshua, the dead horses would still be the whipping boys of the Zion Valley. He taught us how to hold our territory, to protect ourselves. He guided us away from Caesar, and showed us how Caesar would have destroyed us.
Oh yeah, he would have hung all yous.
Little bit. I met some of their missionaries a few times, but I've never been to their city. Joshua could tell you more.
There he is.
Daniel, I imagine.
It's a birthday boy. Happy birthday, Ham Hands.
Hi, how are you?
What's up, man? Are you drinking it up? What are you doing? What are you doing on your birthday, man? You getting rowdy?
We decorate our clubs with them to honor Joshua Graham. They were the weapons of his old tribe, so now they are ours. Can't say they seem that dangerous to me, but Joshua says they won the West. Only a little. I was very young. He was different. Prouder, yes, but harder, crueler, more driven. Really, I was terrified of him. We all were. When he came back, I almost didn't believe he was the same man. He was humbler. He wanted to protect, not destroy. Well, because they're our enemies. What else would we do? They take our land, they kill our scouts, they poach our hunting grounds.
Thanks, brother. Chillin'. Not drunk. Gotta have a fresh brain for the raid. Look at you, you responsible bastard. Good stuff, man. Good. Oh, shit.
Well, before he left, he didn't have
Hey,
those
man, did you do
bandages
all these
over his
DLCs?
face.
You did,
That
didn't you?
tell you something?
Back in the day?
I don't know. He doesn't talk about it much. Maybe. But how can two civilized tribes fight over something as small as a dam?
Got a good point. You're a responsible gamer. Yes, you are, sir. Couple shots, you know, a little couple shots here and there. Won't harm you.
Really? That's... my gods. Must be some mighty civilized folks who built that. Now you sound like Joshua. He always tells me that tribal life is better. That I should stay here and forget the outside world.
Probably. I would say the same thing. Alright, let's, where are we going next? White Chalk? I think I did all the DLCs, but it was a long time ago. Yeah, me too, man. I was just curious. Was wondering. Alright, so this one's over there. Tourist trap. That one's further out. And that's all I got for now. Alright, do that. Can we fast travel White Chalk? No, we cannot. We are walking. We'll fast travel to here, and then we'll get moving along. Alright, sir. Get some of these places discovered, so then we can just bang, boom, pow everywhere. You know what I mean? Look at what I'm throwing down. We're swimming.
Feels good to be doing some actual scouting.
Oh, he's talking.
Not just following.
Yeah, you are doing something, White Chalk. You're taking all my shots. Psycho. Better settle down with that 45.
Must have been nice. When Zion was friendly enough, folks could make camp wherever they pleased. And not worry about whitelegs and deadly critters.
Deadly critters. Crispy critters.
Sharp. Lots of giant ants around here. We call them
Look at this son of a
killers.
bitch. Oh, alright.
Don't really know what that means. Something from
What are they
back then,
doing?
I guess.
They're not attacking us. Stop creeping. Deadly ants. Man. Gotcha. What? Jesus Christ, man. Alright, so this has no... Oh my god, man. Make it stop. Board and Beard, it must be here. Enough of this. That's how we do it upstairs. That's how we do it upstairs. I downloaded a modded bow, man. I was like, you know what? They don't have bows in here. I'll try it out. Actually, not bad. It does a lot of damage. It's almost too much damage. Uh-oh. We got a Yaogwai at the end of the bridge, Mo.
Doing some actual scouting. Not just following. Got him! Could use some help here.
Oh, my fault, man.
That's that then.
He got attacked from the back by this thing. Diving in. Whoa! Let's go, follows Chalk. Let's jump. Yeah, I don't think his fall ended so well. And Cazadors. I don't know why my XP is going up so high. I don't remember it being that high in the... Yeah, look, they look many... Oh, dude, they're a pain. The Cazadors. I went to a Cazador hive. Oh my god, dude. They came out in full force.
Got him! Well, that's that then.
And they sting you, and then you start to lose health when they sting you. A pain in the ass. Rat Scorpion. Dude, that one's stuck.
Here we go!
Yeah, that hive definitely was a mistake. Killed my well, didn't it knocked my companion unconscious like right away. Like she was like and just fell down. I was like, oh well, now I'm on my own. I just kept getting stung. I was like, oh shit. Like there were so many of them, like I couldn't even. I was just running backwards, just shooting at them with a shotgun. Baby gecko. That's right, Jock.
Got him!
This dude, I'm about to leave him behind.
For as long as I remember, the dead horses have thought the places of the old world were taboo. Doesn't look so spooky to me.
Is this your work?
There can't really be a place. They give away all their money just to watch someone flip paper squares on a table.
Shoot me?
So I finally get to explore all... Whoa! Here we... Got him!
Who's shooting? Oh. Good job, Chalk.
Stood a chance, did they?
Guess not. She's dead and you're alive. You guys have a great night, JP. I should be on around 10 a.m. my time. Dude, get some rest. Be prepared. Like I told JP, have a nice stack of granola bars next to you. Because they're a good, they get you real far. Get Nature's Valley Oats and Honey. Or some Kodiak brand. You're good to go, man. I will be, as JP said, lurking, working, and twerking as you guys do your 48-hour Destiny 2 shebango extravaganza. Pick it up. That is 9 o'clock your time, sir. I got Roy Tweety, baked ziti, and meatballs. Don't eat the ziti, man. You'll be falling asleep. Stick with the meatballs only. Just playing with a fork, dude. Kill it. Should have got some, like, some steak. Stuff that won't make you tired. Dude, ziti will put you to sleep, Mo. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it. Save it for the celebration. I still want to know who the person is who writes all the terminal stuff. It's like, yeah. Yeah, Gary, guess what? Next Fallout game, you got terminal duty. Damn it! You gotta write all the terminal text. Screw you guys. I'll be fine, sir. I'm a professional eater. I believe you, man. I trust you. The hell is that thing? Whoa! Look at this guy.
Stood a chance, did they?
Uruguay.
Whoa! Here we go! Got him! Gotcha!
He's a maniac. Dude, Joshua Graham said he's inexperienced. Look at him. He's making all the kills. Wait, what? That man has been broken. Damn. Deliverer of sorrows. To Daniel. Bring it to Daniel. In the Narrows.
Whoa! Here we go! There can't really be a place where people go into big buildings and pay all their just to watch someone flip paper squares on a table. Walkie-talkies? Those are going to be loads better than signal drums and smoke signs.
Walkie-talkies.
The Narrows up ahead. That's the Sorrows territory. They're peaceful enough, but you don't want to make them mad.
Trying to talk to me.
You are the one Joshua Graham sent to us. Blessings of the Father in the cave on you. Daniel is waiting for you. A Sorrow's Yaoguai fist is a sacred symbol.
I like your bear glove.
It shows that we belong to the tribe and have willingly undertaken a dangerous quest to aid the tribe. Each Sorrow makes his own, and only after hunting and slaying a Yaoguai that threatened our people. Our shaman, White Bird, oversees the rites. Perhaps if you spoke to him, he would allow you to undertake such a quest. Daniel is a wise man and a great friend to the Sorrows. He taught me to speak the language of New Canaan, the English from the holy books. Yes, the language of the New Canaanites is the holy tongue, for it is the language their sacred books are written in. The Father in the caves brought it to them after the judgment, but the ancestors of the Sorrows sinned against him. They were denied the true tongue. 6 years. He attended the birth of my third child. It was a hard birth. The river nearly carried my water to the Father, and my child's with it. Daniel knew the ways of New Canaan's medicine. He stepped in and saved both of our lives. After the birth, I asked Daniel if he would teach me what he knew of childbirth. He agreed, and so here I am.
What's your deal?
Waking Cloud is my name. I am midwife to the Sorrows. It sounds ill-omened, no? Midwife to Sorrows? The children and the old have already been evacuated from the camp. They are safe enough, unless the Whitelegs come for us in force. I tend to other hurts
What are you
and
doing? You're not
sicknesses
delivering
that afflict
babies.
our tribe. I also scout the valley for the herbs I use in my medicines. We have dwelt in the Narrows since the end that came in fire. When the Father in the caves punished the world and made us forget the Holy Tongue. We have had good relations with the other tribes in the valley. At least before Salt Upon Wounds brought his Whitelegs here. We have Daniel to thank for our continued existence. His advice and help has kept the Whitelegs from overrunning us, so far. I do not know how long even he can protect us, though.
Sounds like we gotta take these white legs out. Hammer their white kneecaps.
He is war chief of the White Legs, and the worst butcher of them all. The tribes he has crushed are many. The warriors he has slain, countless. Have you not heard of the god of the New Canaanites? He is our protector and our judge. He helped our ancestors find their place here in Zion. He gave us many gifts, but we are not to seek him out. His caves are forbidden to us. Those who seek them out are taken from us. Perhaps you do not fully understand the New Canaanites. I have seen the Father's images. His holy bride and holy son were given unto the world to save it. They dwelt in the caverns of the mountains, caverns which can still be seen today. The people sinned against him, and were punished with the end that came in fire and the loss of the holy tongue. Only the New Canaanites were spared. I'm sure Daniel could tell you more. His knowledge of the Father is greater than my own.
Oh. We got a Jesus imposter. The hell? I'm gonna die if I... What? Why would there be a bridge here?
The spitter plants and the green monster men aren't native to Zion. Wonder where they came from.
Katubiu, Nayu.
This dude with the flannel?
The dead horse has told me details about the attack on your caravan. A stranger's sympathy might not count for much, but for what it's worth, I'm sorry. The Sorrows will mourn your friends too. They mourn everyone, even the Whitelegs. They have sensitive souls. Innocent, if there is such a thing. In spite of what's happened, I hope that Joshua and I can help you out of here. But to be frank, we need your help too. Well, I'll be. I was starting to lose hope we'd be able to get any of this, much less all of it. Tribals are smart, but, well, they're ignorant. Letting go of a taboo is difficult for them. So I knew it would have to be one of us. Turns out all it took was a Gentile, or, no offense. These supplies are a godsend. But if we're going to evacuate Zion without drawing more white-leg attention, I need you to go back into the valley. Specifically, I need you to scout out some locations for Whitelegs and try to recover a map of Grand Staircase, a wilderness area to the east. There's also the matter of the roads. We're going to be heading out of the east side of the park, but I'm not sure the way is clear. I appreciate the enthusiasm. There aren't a lot of people in the wasteland with kindness to spare for anyone who isn't kin. Since you've been poking around the valley, you might see more activity from the Whitelegs. One of the Sorrow's hunters, Waking Cloud, has volunteered to help guide you through the valley. She has a special talent for staying out of sight. After this, it's just a matter of getting everyone out of here safe and sound. And hopefully, you can head back to the Mojave without any more trouble.
Well, here we part ways. I'm needed back at the Dead Horse's camp. Maybe I'll see you there sometime. I will. Good gunning, Akis.
I'm glad to see you're still with us. If you could part with it, healing powder would be welcome. We have enough stim packs for now, but we can't rely on that small supply. Brock and Xander plants can be found throughout the valley. Ah, that's great news. We can use anything you can offer. Thanks. I used to help the Sorrows with various medical problems and general issues they were having, but my bishop sent me here as a missionary. We New Canaanites believe that there is a path to salvation for everyone, and it's important that we set people on that path if they are willing. I'm trying to make amends for allowing our problem to become their problem. The New Canaanites, I mean. The Whitelegs have always fought with us. And with Joshua returning, Caesar has motivated the Whitelegs to stamp out the New Canaanites entirely. That means the tribes we work with, too. It's already happened. I just want to prevent something terrible from happening to the Sorrows. Yes, but not just Whitelegs. Raiders, too. Prospectors, slavers. Anyone who thinks they can exploit the ignorant and the innocent. We lost the Tar Walkers and the Crazy Horns. We did our best, but we made mistakes. We paid for them, but they paid more. I'd like to get out from under that debt someday. Until then, it's enough to stop ourselves from getting deeper in the hole. To remove the Sorrows from harm's way. I have to give credit to the Whitelegs for finding their way here. Though I imagine many died in the process. But they can't follow us east. Not into the Grand Staircase. They don't know how to live off the land. We head there, we can find some safety. There's an old saying that goes, if you want peace, get ready for war. You've got me figured half right. I'll shoot dead any Whiteleg that tries to creep into this camp. But it's only to protect the Sorrows. The Lord helps those who help themselves. But the Sorrows don't know how. Joshua and I do. Since I got them into this mess, I need to get them out. The New Canaanites interfered in their lives. We did that. And we've done it before. When that happens, we can't just abandon them. Let them die at the hands of New Canaan's enemies. Joshua doesn't just want to fight the Whitelegs, he wants to annihilate them. The stakes are too high for their tribe. Hurting them won't dissuade them. If they can't join Caesar's legion, they'll die out in a generation. They've never learned how to survive. Food preservation, tanning, even basic hunting and cooking seem beyond them. They only survive by scavenging and raiding. But that can't last. They'll only stop if Joshua and the dead horses can kill their war chief and their entire war band. That's exactly what he intends to do. They're hateful savages who live only to plunder and destroy. Their leader is a devil called Salt Upon Wounds. War is all he knows. Everything he has, everything that tribe has, was taken by force, raiding, and scavenging. It's said there's no man deadlier at close range. That power fist of his has smashed 100 skulls. Maybe that's true, but so what? It's a low form of leadership. A tribe that knows only war has no future. And so he'll lead them to Caesar. Father in the... Oh, right. He's some spirit the Sorrows used to believe in. Watched over them from the caves in the valley. They marked some of the caves around here because they think they'll be punished for going inside. I think as more of them learn the teachings of the New Canaanites, they'll lose their old superstitions.
When was the last time you felt a power fist, Daniel? Or were you power fisted?
Oh? Oh. Of course. How stupid of me. They probably also think Mary is the mother and Jesus is the child. No wonder they picked up on things so easily. I guess it just goes to show how difficult it is to communicate sometimes.
Find a map of the Grand Staircase. Speak to Walking Cloud about taking her as a guide. Alright, where's Walking Cloud? Just lost white chalk. She's the one that I saw down here, right?
Daniel said that I was to travel with you until you have completed your scouting. Is this pleasing to you?
Why is Joshua Graham creeping in the background? What's he doing? Joshua Graham.
Certainly.
I see you. Shady bastard. Uh-oh.
By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept, when we remembered Zion.
Fam.
Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it even to the foundation. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Do you know what it means?
Well, I'm guessing you're pretty mad about something.
Given those two choices, yes. In the best of all possible worlds, they would just leave us in peace. But they won't. I don't enjoy killing, but when done righteously, it's just a chore. Like any other. Practiced hands make for short work. And the good Lord knows there's much to be done here.
Is there a reason why you are dressed as Dark Man?
Happy are those who do the work of the Lord. Zion belongs to God and the people of God. It is a natural temple and monument to his glory. When our Lord entered the temple and found it polluted by money changers and beasts, did he ask them to leave?
Yeah,
did he cry? Did he simply walk away?
Yeah, how good is Dark Man?
No. He drove them out. It is one thing to forgive a slap across my cheek, but an insult to the Lord requires... No. It demands correction.
People forget about that Sam Raimi classic, man. Liam Neeson, dude. This Dark Man. It was so good. Take it! Take the fucking elephant! When they're at the thing. When they're at the carnival.
I and the dead horses are prepared to do what must be done to protect Zion from the Whitelegs. And though Daniel won't accept it yet, there are many sorrows who are also prepared. They may not be warriors, but this is their home. If you have a chance to speak with Daniel about this, ask him to consider defending Zion instead of abandoning it. He has good intentions, but I fear that if we evacuate the sorrows from this place, it will be lost to them, and us, forever.
All right, Joshua. So, Waking Cloud, what do you think about all that? Wipe out the Whitelegs. All over the place. Treacherous road. It's all over the place too. Alright, so what's the closest one we got? Speak to Whitebird the Shaman. Alright, Whitebird's here. We could talk to Whitebird. Come on. I am everywhere but nowhere. I am Darkman. Whitebird, get up!
Hola, outsider. Welcome, child of omens. Seek medicine plant. Return with sacred datura root. Receive visions of truth. They guide you.
My man's whacked.
These roots make sacred vision tea. You drink. You go to cave. Find ghost of she. Lay ghost to rest. This your quest. Bring peace where was strife. Go.
What did you just do to me? You got me all whacked out.
Zion used to be a place of peace, you know. Daniel says that it is holy in the eyes of the Father. I hope someday you will see it as it was. You leave me no choice.
Got me all whacked trying to kill Yavwise.
It's over. So, this is the ghost of She's lair. I was never brave enough to... Found them! You leave me no choice. Let's move on. I don't like to linger in this place.
Does ghost of she like quiet and grave? Then visions of truth are at an end. Will you learn from truth? Maybe yes, maybe no. Only for you to decide.
no choice. The business. I am glad it's over. You leave me no choice. Here they are! I know you are eager to leave Zion, but perhaps you might find peace if you stayed. Think about it. Yes?
You can nikumpa me! Anaya we with you. You! Vami!
Here they are! Those tents down there, that is a White Leg war camp. Do you see the war totems they've erected around the tents? White Leg warriors pray to them for strength and savagery before battle. This is no raiding band. You might rush them and take them by surprise. We would be badly outnumbered then, though, and these will be strong fighters. We might also use their superstition against them. White Leg warriors believe that to lose their totems on the eve of battle is a terrible omen. Yes. I'll fight you if I must. good to travel with another. I spend so long scouting on my own that I forget what human company is like. The river's lovely at this time of day, don't you think? This is the only shore path from the Narrows to Pine Creek. They will be cut to ribbons by these traps. Disarm the traps if you can, or find the Whitelegs who place them and drive them off. Our advanced scouts should be able to deal with them if they don't have to fight off raiders at the same time. I would suspect you are right. Perhaps we should try to find them before... Let's move on. I don't like to linger in this place. Here they are! Found them! Zion used to be a place of peace, you know. Daniel says that it is holy. Found them! I'll fight you if I must.
There are you!
Let's move on. I don't like to linger in this place. I'll fight you if I must. Yaoguai. Even our strongest hunters could not hope to kill so many. There must be a nest nearby. Fighting so many at once is a dangerous prospect. This many so close together suggests a nest nearby. If we find it and destroy it... Did Daniel not give you some of the new Canaanites' fire clay? That could easily collapse a cave and trap the beasts inside. Look around and see if you can find a cave nearby. It may prove easier than slaying the beasts. I hope that is truth and not a boast. But I will respect your leadership.
Ooh, standing in front of the cave.
Found them! Let's move on. I don't like to linger in this place. When Salt Upon Wounds took New Canaan, he ordered the White Legs to salt the earth so nothing could grow again. What kind of monster could do that?
Oh shit.
I'll fight you if I must. You leave me no choice. Guide and protect us, your humble children, as we labor in the vineyards, and make us strong to resist those who would steal Zion from us. Here they are! Zion used to be a place of peace, you know. Daniel says that it is holy in the eyes of the Father. I hope someday you will see it as it was. Found them! Move on. I don't like to linger in this place. We should not be here. This place, it belongs to the Father in the caves. We must not profane it with our touch. It is a holy place. If we go any deeper, we will suffer for it.
Find out.
You leave me no choice. Messy business. I am glad it's over.
You alright?
White leg attacks grow more frequent each day. I fear for our people, and for our valley if something is not done.
I'm glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you? I appreciate it. Well, that's it. This is all we need. Now all that's left is to quietly pack up and try to get out of here without being noticed. That's assuming that Joshua won't try to stop me. And that he hasn't talked you into fighting the Whitelegs despite what I've said. Don't worry, I don't hold it against you. You're an outsider. Fighting seems like the practical solution. I'll tell you again. There's more at stake.
Miss any remaining questions. I want you to make the decisions. Choose wisely.
No. Why? Why? Haven't you seen enough of what's going on here to see that the Sorrows don't need to butcher the Whitelegs for a piece of land? What Joshua wants is more than an attack. He wants a slaughter. And he needs more than you and the dead horses to do it. The Sorrows can't be pushed into this. You and Joshua don't have the right to force them into it. Please, consider what I'm saying. I've already explained to them that we're leaving. They've accepted it. What is Joshua going to tell them about being a warrior? What are you going to tell them about how to live with themselves after they got lost in the moment, killed someone who didn't deserve to die? Or does that not matter? Is that just an acceptable consequence if it means holding on to this valley? Maybe there is no place left in this world for mercy. But even if it tramples me into the dust, I will never accept it. And I will never condone it. Joshua must be waiting for you. I'll stay here with the others as I told them I would.
Thank you for this. I know Daniel doesn't approve, but destroying the Whitelegs is the only way to ensure the Sorrows can remain in Zion. You and I will lead a group of Dead Horse warriors and Sorrows hunters into 3 Marys from this position. Our objective is to find the Whitelegs leader, Salt upon Wounds, and prevent him from fleeing. Show no quarter to the Whitelegs we come across. Make no mistake about why we are here. This is an extermination. God be with you. Now you've done it. That's it.
They got me all whacked out.
Must have left. Now finished.
Shit. Awesome. Joshua Graham, you sneaky little bastard.
She finds it here!
Screw this shit. Fuck around. Fuck around.
She finds it here!
Didn't know I was gonna be coming in the cave with one of these. Fucker. The hell was that? What is that? Whoa, what the? Whoa. What? Thank you. You think they would clean up these caves a bit? Straighten your shit up. Still got tires and shit lying around. The hell's on that blade? And a swing, you know? They went to get a little recreation swinging around. Look, here's another one. A fire starter. Uh-oh. Man, I'm gonna be all...
We warned you at Syracuse, and you persisted. You took advantage of us at New Canaan to drive us out. And like the dogs of Caesar you are, you followed us to Zion. And now you stand on holy ground, a temple to God's glory on earth. for an animal in our temple is sacrifice. Kale wachene conserva o. You understand me, don't you? Don't you?
Outman. Kunaman mad. He killed all white legs. You talk. You stop.
This isn't what I signed up for.
Him hear you. You talk.
Don't listen to this thing. His cries are those of a mad beast caught in a thicket. He gave no mercy to my family, and I will give none to his. He has a debt to pay for what he's done, and I've come to collect. And so he's chosen to cower in the water like a dumb animal. I want to take from them what they took from me, from my family. In this life, I want them to suffer. I want all of them to die in fear and pain. I want to have my revenge against him, against Caesar. I want to call it my own, to make my anger God's anger, to justify the things I've done. Sometimes I tell myself that these wildfires never stop burning, but I'm the one who starts them. Not God, not them. I can always see it in my mind, the warmth and the heat. It will always be a part of me. But not today. Go. Get out of here. Go back. Back to the Great Salt Lake. That's it. It's finished. Thank you for staying with me. I couldn't have done this on my own. Let's go find Daniel. Tomorrow we'll be here soon. And there is much to do.
And so it was that the conflict between the New Canaanites and the Whitelegs was finally resolved. The courier's involvement had tipped the scale, shifting the fragile balance of power.
Demoralized by the Dead Horse and Sorrow's attack the courier and Joshua Graham led against them, the Whitelegs retreated to Great Salt Lake. Their days were numbered. Word soon reached the 80s tribe that the Whitelegs' spirit was broken. Their war chief a dim shadow of his former self. By year's end, the 80s would overrun the Whitelegs' camps, scattering the tribe to the winds and claiming the Great Salt Lake for its own.
The Sorrows fought beside Joshua Graham and the Dead Horses, eradicating the threat the Whitelegs posed to Zion. Seeing the courier convince Joshua Graham to spare salt upon wounds, the Sorrows learned that retribution could be tempered by mercy. Though he despaired at the Sorrows' loss of innocence, Daniel took some small consolation in the courier's lesson, and prayed it would take root.
Having helped eradicate the Whitelegs from Zion, the Dead Horses returned to Dead Horse Point in triumph. They remained neutral toward the Sorrows, but as years went on, there were periods of competitive friction, even violence between the tribes. The New Canaanites, Daniel especially, intervened regularly as mediators, but found it difficult to reconcile the tribe's conflicts.
The defeat of the Whitelegs in Zion marked a turning point in the fortunes of the Happy Trails Caravan Company. Every 2 months, the caravan met with the New Canaanites in Zion Valley to trade. Happy Trails soon returned to prosperity. The vigilance of the Sorrows and Dead Horses in defending southwestern Utah, initially startling to Happy Trails caravans, soon proved a blessing. The tribes united against the 80s, driving them back from Highway 50, and thus opening yet another trading route for Happy Trails caravans.
The threat of the Whitelegs ended. Joshua Graham helped the Sorrows and Dead Horses tend to their fallen comrades and secure Zion. The courier's words had stayed Joshua's wrath in his darkest hour, and in sparing salt upon wounds, he was changed. While he continued to advocate militant opposition to the enemies of New Canaan, he sometimes showed quarter to those who crossed his family. Eventually, this new spirit would diminish the myth of the burned man in distant lands. A small price for the peace it brought to Joshua Graham.
For years after the defeat of the Whitelegs, Daniel did his best to minister to the Sorrow's spiritual needs. Try as he might, he could not hold back the tribe's increasing militancy and reverence of Joshua Graham. Demoralized, he returned to his family in Dead Horse Point. His failures haunted him for the rest of his days.
And with that, the courier walked out of the history of the tribes of Zion and back to the gathering storm of the Mojave Wasteland.